A tale of two parties, setting the stage. The American political landscape is dominated by two major players, the Republican Party and the Democratic Party. Understanding their differences is crucial for navigating the complexities of U.S. politics. This video offers a simplified guide to these two political giants. We'll delve into their history, ideologies, key policies, and notable figures. Remember, this is a complex topic. We're just scratching the surface here. It is essential to delve deeper into each aspect to gain a more comprehensive understanding. Consider this your starting point for a fascinating journey into the heart of American politics. Ready to explore the world of Republicans and Democrats? Let's dive in. The genesis of the GOP, a history of the Republican Party. The Republican Party, often referred to as the GOP or Grand Old Party, emerged in 1854. It was founded on the principles of anti-slavery and opposing the expansion of slavery into new territories. Abraham Lincoln, the first Republican president, played a pivotal role in shaping the party's early identity. The GOP dominated American politics during the Reconstruction era following the Civil War. Over time, the Republican Party's platform evolved. It embraced pro-business policies, fiscal conservatism, and social conservatism to varying degrees. Today, the GOP is generally associated with smaller government, lower taxes, free market principles, and a strong national defense. The Democratic Party, a legacy of evolution. The Democratic Party traces its roots back to the Democratic Republican Party, founded by Thomas Jefferson in the late 18th century. It is considered the oldest political party in the United States. Throughout its history, the Democratic Party has undergone significant transformations. It transitioned from supporting states' rights and limited government in its early years to advocating for social justice, economic equality, and a more active role for the federal government. The New Deal era under President Franklin D. Roosevelt marked a turning point. The party embraced social welfare programs and government intervention in the economy. Today, the Democratic Party is generally associated with social liberalism, economic interventionism, and a focus on social justice issues. The heart of the matter core ideologies. At their core, the Republican and Democratic parties represent distinct ideological perspectives. Republicans generally advocate for individual liberty, limited government, free markets, and a strong national defense. They believe in personal responsibility, fiscal conservatism, and traditional social values. Democrats, on the other hand, emphasize social justice, economic equality, and the role of government in addressing societal problems. They support social welfare programs, government regulation of the economy, and environmental protection. It's important to note that these are generalizations. Within each party, there is a spectrum of views, and individuals may hold beliefs that deviate from the party line. The policy divide: healthcare, taxes, and more. The ideological differences between the Republican and Democratic parties manifest in their policy positions. Let's examine some key areas of divergence. Healthcare Republicans generally favor market-based solutions, while Democrats support a greater role for government in healthcare. Taxes. Republicans advocate for lower taxes and tax cuts as a means to stimulate economic growth. Democrats generally support a more progressive tax system where higher earners pay a larger share. Climate change. Democrats acknowledge the urgency of addressing climate change and support policies to reduce carbon emissions. Republicans hold a range of views, with some questioning the science of climate change. Gun control. Democrats generally support stricter gun control measures. Republicans largely oppose gun control, citing the Second Amendment right to bear arms. Immigration. Democrats often favor a more lenient approach to immigration, including a pathway to citizenship for undocumented immigrants. Republicans tend to take a harder line on immigration, advocating for stricter border security and enforcement of immigration laws. These are just a few examples. The policy differences between the two parties extend to numerous other areas, including education, foreign policy, and social issues. Faces of the party's iconic figures through time. Both the Republican and Democratic parties boast a long list of influential figures who have shaped their respective parties and American history. For the Republicans, Abraham Lincoln stands as a towering figure. His leadership during the Civil War and his commitment to abolishing slavery solidified his legacy as one of America's greatest presidents. Ronald Reagan, with his charismatic appeal and conservative ideology, ushered in an era of Republican dominance in the 1980s. On the Democratic side, Franklin D. Roosevelt's New Deal programs and leadership during World War II left an indelible mark on the party and the country. John F. Kennedy's youthful idealism and vision inspired a generation. Barack Obama made history as the first African-American president. These figures represent a small fraction of the individuals who have shaped the Republican and Democratic parties over the decades. The two-party system's strengths and weaknesses. The United States has a two-party system, which means that two major political parties, the Republicans and Democrats, dominate the political landscape. This system has its strengths. It provides stability, simplifies voter choices, and encourages moderation as both parties seek to appeal to a broad base of voters. However, the two-party system has also faced criticism. Critics argue that it limits voter choice, stifles third-party challenges, and can lead to political polarization as the two parties become more ideologically entrenched. The debate over the strengths and weaknesses of the two-party system is ongoing. Bridging the divide, finding common ground. In today's politically charged climate, it's easy to focus on the differences between the Republican and Democratic parties. However, it's essential to remember that there are often areas of common ground. Both parties share a commitment to democratic values, the Constitution, and the well-being of the American people. While they may disagree on the best way to achieve these goals, the shared values provide a foundation for dialogue and compromise. Finding common ground is crucial for addressing the challenges facing the nation. Informed choices for a stronger nation. Understanding the differences between the Republican and Democratic parties is essential for an informed electorate. By engaging with the history, ideologies, policies, and key figures of each party, citizens can make more informed decisions at the ballot box. It's important to approach these differences with an open mind, critical thinking skills, and a willingness to engage in respectful dialogue. When citizens are informed and engaged, democracy thrives. At the end, if you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel.